What up, everybody? This is Jay Celine. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
I'm Jeroslyn, the managing editor at Hollywood Unlocked.
Your boy Giovanni. Hold on.
And Melissa Ford is officially not here, but the way this is going to air, she will have returned because her return will be the first show back next
In
week.
Jesus' name. Can't wait.
But she's doing better, so I'm glad she's finally back. So listen, we've been gone for 12 days. Let me just first say to our audience, I really love and appreciate all the thousands of comments and tweets and texts on our message boards about how much you love the show and how much you've been deprived since we've been gone. But I have to tell you, I caught food poisoning. I ate some bad Chinese food, and I was fucked up. I was out.
Yeah, I was sick. I was under the weather, too.
But people have to understand, like, we are human. I appreciate that y'all love the show, but you cannot, you do not have the right to go to my Instagram and threaten me about not having a show.
I saw the comments on your page.
My DMs was full.
People are so mean, but we love you. Listen, if you're listening to the show for the first time, God bless you. He blessed you with a gift because this show is highly entertaining. But in order to stay connected, you have to download the show on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, stay connected, and share with friends. And there's shows that you can go back and watch that you can send to some of your exes too, where we talk about everything.
Everything.
You know, the show really has no filter. I'm in the airport flying to New York for Fashion Week, which we'll get into. And this lady stopped me, and I was like about to miss my flight. She's like, I got to talk to you about your show. And I'm trying to be polite to her, but I'm like, at some point, I'm like, ma'am, I love you, but I'm out. Because I'm about to miss my flight.
You're about to miss a fight. Hello.
But I love that our fans love the show. And if they really knew how much we don't put production into the show, like we literally just walk in, read a couple notes, and just start talking.
Yeah, that's good. That's what makes it so authentic.
I mean, you know, it's like LeBron on the court. It's nothing but talent.
No, you have a lot. You have a whole team behind the scenes to help you come in and just do what you did.
Yeah, I keep telling we need to release some of the BTS of what actually goes into putting these shows out.
You know, sometimes I struggle because our fans are as much as they're engaged and love our show, they're also very critical, right? And y'all have to understand something. I'm talking to you now if you're listening. Y'all have to appreciate that we literally are uncensored. So that means we say whatever the fuck we're thinking and whatever we want. And sometimes you're going to agree or disagree, and we welcome a debate. But if we were to do the show any other way, we were to clean it up, no profanity, no talking about sucking dick or fucking or, you know, getting our asses eaten and all that. I don't get my ass eaten, but Gio, if we weren't able to talk about those things, our fans would hate us because we would be boring. We would be like every other radio station that's out there.
That's true. And so what? I do get my ass eaten.
Yeah, because I'm like, Gio's just so calmly just took that in stride.
Hey,
No, because he owns it. I mean, I respect that he owns it.
Bad females only.
So listen. So I'm back. 12 days. Yes. I've been 2 weeks. I've been gone.
What's been going on?
Okay.
I've been gone 2 weeks too, goddammit.
Yeah, but the difference between you and I is I know you don't have a lot to talk about. But but if you want to share really quick, you go ahead. What have you been? I know what you've been doing because I talk to you almost every day. Right. But what have you been doing?
Well, I got sick a little bit. Actually, we were sick at the same time. I had caught something, not like that, but it was like a 24-hour bug or something. I don't know what the hell that was. So I was out for that. You're right. I ain't have a lot of shit to do. I went to the most exciting shit I did, man. I went to this Hennessy fight party.
Oh, lit.
Yeah, shout out to Hennessy and my boy Rodney Riquet. It was dope, man. Got super lit for that.
For the GGG?
Yeah. And that was it, man.
Wow.
I went out, had a few auditions. That's about it, man.
Life is good.
About to move into my new apartment. Shit.
Oh, good for you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
So you're going to have a housewarming? Because I definitely want to be invited. I need to start getting out the house more.
You've been out the house for 2 weeks.
No, but I mean, like, when I'm in LA, I am in the house.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I think so.
No, you're not.
Not like compared to how I used to be. I used to be out all the time.
Well, that's because when
Back
you're
in the
not
day.
in LA,
Yeah.
you always out the house and you're very rarely home. You barely live in your house.
That's true.
You need the Airbnb.
He's
that
gone
motherfucker out.
all the time.
Listen. Traveling is important. I was in a group home as a child. I was confined to a fucking house with counselors. And when I got that taste of freedom, I said, I ain't never going to be in the house. But I don't be out like I used to in LA. Because LA is not what it used to be.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be.
It's boring. All right, well, listen. I, for the first time, have taken notes of everything I need to talk about.
Oh, God.
That's how lit your life is.
There's just been a lot going on. My life is, people think my life is lit. I don't think it's as lit as, Fashion Week was lit, but I don't think my life is as lit as people think. But let me go through it, okay? First of all, I caught food poisoning. Ate some Chinese food. Shit had me on my back. But let me tell you, I'm a hypochondriac. The minute I feel a chill, I'm like, oh my God, I have cancer. I have to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, emergency room, rolled up in that motherfucker with my shades on, trying to look like, what's the girl's name from Waiting to Exhale? Angela Bassett. Had my hoodie on, my little glasses, because I didn't feel well. So I went in there. I made them give me an IV and everything. All I had was food poisoning. So after 2 days, they said it's gonna last about 7 days. After 2 days, I thought I was better. So I was back in the club, went to Fashion Week, drinking, whatever. Shout out to Cardi B and Patience and Sergi Baca who had invited me. So I went to Fashion Week. And when I got out there, let me just tell you, this is the first Fashion Week. This is the third Fashion Week I've been to, or third or fourth. But this is the first Fashion Week where I literally enjoyed myself. I went to every good party. And so there were a couple of things I want to talk about. First, let me say that Tiffany Haddish is my new dancing partner.
Okay.
I walk into the Jeremy Scott party and I see Law, who's been on our show. And Law says, hey, have you seen Tiffany? And I'm like, nah, I don't even know her like that. And he says, she's over here. So I go to the dance floor. Tiffany is out there backing that ass up on somebody. I don't know who she's backing up on. So she sees me, she pulls me in. I'm now freaking Tiffany Haddish from behind, which is so interesting because, it's been a long time since I've been behind a woman like that. So we're dancing, and then Lee comes up, my friend Lee comes up, and then Lee and her start dancing, and then Law comes up, and then me and Law are dancing, and then now me and Law and Tiffany are all dancing. But I got both of them on me. It was a lot going on. But Tiffany is low-key my favorite person to party with because that whole weekend I ended up at a few parties with her, and she's just so fun. Like, she is the life of the party.
Naturally is.
She's just the life of the party. Everybody loves her. Everybody gravitates to her, and she's just super nice. So shout out to Tiffany Haddish for showing me love. Aww. Jeremy Scott's party was probably the most lit party I went to while I was there. Let me see who was there. The Claremont twins were there. So I walk up to the Claremont twins. They're like, oh my God, thank you for showing us so much love.
Who the hell is Jeremy Scott?
Oh Lord, they thanked you for.
They were like, thank you for showing. Who is Jeremy Scott?
Yeah.
Moschino, he's a designer. Right. He's a very famous fashion designer.
I don't know.
So, other people probably don't know who he is, but he's a very famous fashion designer. So the Claremont twins, they're like, hey, thank you so much for showing us love. I'm like, we write about you stealing dead people's credit cards. But if you think that that's love, hey, you give us stuff to write about so we exchange numbers.
That was the one where their titties were out, right?
No, that night their titties were not out. That was 2 nights later.
Wait, it was some gazoinkas out at these parties?
Fashion Week is about people dressing extremely extravagant and extra and over the top.
Yeah, I saw what the hell Law had on.
But Law, let me tell you something. Law looked good. Law, people really like him too. He had a lot of love shown to him at Fashion Week. But then again, when you dress Celine Dion, Tiffany Haddish, fucking Zendaya, whatever.
Goddamn gazoinkas out at the party.
Yeah, they don't have big titties though. Oh. They have big nipples. I don't like little titties with big nipples. I don't even like titties. Period. Let's start with that.
Okay.
I'm not even a fan of titties. Period.
Yo.
But
I love me some gazoinkas.
Yeah, and they're twins, so it's 4 of the same titties. But anyway, shout out to the twins. But back to Jeremy Scott's party. So Trevor Jackson was there. I typically don't drink dark and light liquor, but I was drinking Hennessy. Oh no, I was drinking the new Ciroc cognac. And then, Trevor wanted to have shots of Patron, so we just took shots of Patron. We had that, and then I end up sick again because I'm now so drunk and not hydrated. But shout out to Trevor, he was cool. Cardi was there, Hennessy was there. Cardi looked amazing. Had a great time with Cardi B.
This was before
the melee at the Harbor Bazaar party. I just have to take a minute to say this because I get trolled online all day. You see the comments all day. Okay, and I'm going to take my time to do this really slow, so please be patient with me because I really need to get this out. I've waited like 2 weeks to be able to say this. Cardi B is my friend. Cardi B is a supporter of Hollywood Unlocked. She's a supporter of me personally. I've made money with Cardi B outside of Hollywood Unlocked. I make money with a lot of people that we write about, but I make a lot of more money with her. That's very easy. She's easy to make money with. So let me just say that I have an appreciation for her personally, and I like her professionally, and in an unbiased way, being very unbiased, and people are gonna take it however they want to take it. She dropped an amazing album. Period. She did. All right. I've said before I like Nicki Minaj. I do like Nicki Minaj. And I've said fuck the Barbies. And let me be clear. I don't mean all of Nicki Minaj's fans because I'm also a fan of Nicki Minaj. You're a fan of Nicki Minaj. Are you a fan of Nicki Minaj?
I love Nicki Minaj.
Okay. She is a phenomenal rapper. She actually re-inspired female rap after all of the veterans went to do other things. So for that, you have to give her credit because she's an amazing rapper. My criticism of Nicki, and let me go back to the Barbs. I don't like the little trolls that have no icon on their photo, no followers, and just stay on my Instagram all day. Y'all can say whatever you want. Whenever y'all get mad at me, you post all these crazy things about me. It's okay because one, after my first time on television, I realized I have to have thick skin. You cannot be a public figure and not have thick skin. Because if you stay consumed with what everybody says all day long, you will fucking kill yourself. So I don't even care about that shit. I do respond when I have time. But let me say that for the Nicki Minaj fans who go on and 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 on about their queen, you're just a fucking nuisance. That's all you are. But keep it coming because I'm getting more followers. My engagement's up, and that's all fine. But anyway, people don't understand that you can be friends with one, write about both, or be friends with both, and still not be in their shit. Me and Cardi have never sat up and plotted on Nicki Minaj. I've never been asked by Patience or Atlantic Records or anybody to ever do anything negative to Nicki Minaj. Never have. So when I saw Cardi at the Jeremy Scott party, you know what we talked about? Nothing. Dominicans, me going to Dominican Republic, her music. I was rapping her song. She said I didn't know the words, whatever. I didn't know the words because I don't know what Bad Bunny be saying. He just blah, 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 blah. That's what he says. Okay. But we don't talk about Nicki Minaj. That's not our relationship. And what I'm frustrated about is what people don't realize, let me say this. When people are listening to this right now, they're hearing it one of two ways, either pro Nicki or pro Cardi. Not really many people are in the middle saying, I just love them both. Not many. They should, but not many. I love them both, but what people have to understand, my job is to say what I think about what's happening in pop culture. Let's talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj at the Harper Bazaar party. I have never seen nothing like that in my life. I had never seen nothing like that in my life.
Shit turned me on, I ain't gonna lie.
It didn't turn me on. I'm gonna tell you where I felt bad. Cardi told me she was gonna whoop Nicki Minaj's ass. She told me that. And I believed her because the one thing about Cardi, unlike Nicki, is she's fucking a real chick. She's a real fucking chick.
Nicki's a real chick too.
No, let me tell you where she's not. Let me tell you where she's not. I'm gonna get to Nicki. Let me break it down. I'm gonna break it all the way. I just need some time. I beg for some time today.
You got time. You got time.
Please bear with me because I've been waiting. I mean, I get trolled.
I got time today.
Rosalind manages our social media and our content. I've been getting trolled every day. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. It's really annoying. Okay. Cardi B said, I'm going to whip her ass. I'm a presser. Okay. So when she saw her, okay, when you see people, when you have beef with somebody, you say, when I see you on site, it's on site. You don't exclude bar mitzvahs. You don't exclude church. You don't exclude funerals. On site is when I see you because I may not see you. In our business, we run into each other at red carpets. We run into each other at Puffy's house. And see, here's the deal. Why criticize Cardi B for attacking Nicki Minaj at the Harper Bazaar party when Nicki was with Ra Ali, who attacked Sky at Puffy's house? See, this is why I feel like people are so one-sided and see things very singular. I look at it like the whole thing. Ra Ali told me at Philippe Chow a long time ago in New York when we were having dinner, when I see Sky, I'm going to beat her ass, wherever it is. She said it online. She said whatever. She saw her at Puffy's house. Some could say she sneaked her. Because she acted like they were cool, and then when she got up on her, she beat her up.
Yeah, that's some dirty shit.
Okay, Cardi saw Nicki at the Harper Bazaar party. She went up to talk to her directly. Somebody else in her camp started swinging at Cardi. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Then it became a melee that you saw online. So some people were saying that, Cardi shouldn't have done that. Do I think Cardi should have done that? No. What have I told Cardi? Privately, don't fight that girl. She's not worth it. She is not worth it. Because right now you are in your moment. Yeah. Live in that, appreciate that. I text Queen Latifah, I need a favor from you. She didn't call me back. That favor was going to be, please call Cardi and talk to her because Cardi has star quality, star potential, and she has a lot of love. So when the fight happened, I felt one of two ways. One, I felt Cardi and all of them are much better than giving her what I feel, baited them into. I feel Nicki is strategically smart, and she's been in the game for a long time, and she knows how to do what she does. Cardi goes off, all the melee happens. It's the talk of Fashion Week. The entire Fashion Week is talking about it, right? So they leave. The next day, Nicki Minaj is on her radio show ranting uncontrollably, psychotically.
To freedom.
I mean, she had a lot of energy and a lot of smoke for Cardi on the radio, but had nothing to say when she saw her.
This is my culture.
I feel
they just need
Nicki Minaj is a bully. Let me say that. Because the way she unleashes her barbs to do her dirt, that's bullying. Cyberbullying is a real form of bullying. Kids kill themselves because of cyberbullying. She knows that she can say something like, you're the cocksucker of the year, or you're this, you're that, and she unleashes her barbs. Now, people are listening. People are listening saying, yeah, but you didn't say that to her when you were sitting 2 seats from her. I'm going to get to that too.
Oh, you know.
I'm going to get to that too. I just need some time today. I'm sorry. I almost did a video on my own, just sitting in my house talking. So what Nicki did on the radio, she basically made a veiled threat that you can't put your hands on some people because you'll die. And then her money's long, so she could pay people. Word on the street is Nicki has also called some OGs in prison to have them do something to Cardi. Problem is, they like Cardi. There's a whole bunch of receipts on Nicki Minaj that I got that I could put out that I haven't put out. The reason why, what did I tell you guys? Stop writing about the girl. Just stop writing about her, period. Why? Because if we write something positive, it's because we're trying to kiss her ass. If we write something criticizing her, it's because Atlantic paid us. If we write that Cardi B is still at the top of the charts and Nicki hasn't charted #1 yet, we're a Nicki Minaj hater. Anything to criticize Nicki Minaj, you automatically are a Cardi B pussy sucking motherfucking Atlantic payroll bitch, which is not true. This is the fact. Nicki Minaj did not hit #1. Aretha Franklin died, bumped her out the way. Eminem dropped an album, bumped her out the way. Everything. Travis Scott, you blamed it on some. You've been in a beef with a 7-month-old kid. That is facts. So the fact that we're taking the hit, I think, is pretty interesting. But let me say, I don't believe the fight should have happened. I don't believe Cardi should have had more restraint. Cardi could have handled that a different way. That's my criticism.
I
of
wanted
Cardi.
her to just read her to filth. I just wanted her to say, "You #2 ass bitch," and then that would have been the end of that.
But I have learned in life that not acknowledging a motherfucker is more powerful than destroying them. Do you know how many people I want to go online?
Right.
I was told I was in the gym the other day with this nigga, and he said to me that another nigga had told him that basically I took him to brunch and tried to like pursue him. And this, you're a valet driver. You fucking park cars. No disrespect to the valet drivers out there.
He probably was a fine valet driver.
Hold on. You know, he's cute. But you move around like a paid escort. So you can't go and tell a motherfucker some shit. Let me stop talking because I promise I won't say nothing because I'm going to lose my mind.
Come on, hold on, Cardi.
But my point is, back in the day, old Jason would have used everything in his world to destroy somebody because I know when you hurt me, now I need to hurt you. That's just the reciprocity that I was used to.
Probably when you were 25 years old.
35.
You know that
bitch
nigga 45.
yesterday.
Wasn't that long ago. Found Jesus, changed my life. But no, I feel like I can disassociate from you and watch your whole world fall apart.
Yeah.
Me and my ex was in love. We were in love. When I tell you I was in love, I ain't been in love with nothing like that since my fucking puppy. I love my puppy. Every time I come home and that little bitch be sitting there waiting for me, so happy. I never been in love with something that I felt loved me back like my ex. But I was able to walk away from that because I felt there was no more there for me. And as soon as I did, boom, I took off. They went their way.
How they doing?
He just got out of prison. He's starting over.
Oh, that's good.
You know, I'm getting ready to go back and shoot season 13 of Wild 'N Out. Okay. My point is that you can disassociate yourself from somebody and have a lot more impact on them. What Cardi B did was play right into Nicki Minaj's web. And what'd she do?
Yeah.
This is what I thought was crazy that people didn't realize. Nicki used her entire show to talk about Cardi B. But she dug up a lady from 2014 who Cardi had some words with online about her child. Now, what I understand is this woman was attacking Cardi's niece. So Cardi attacked her kid, didn't know the kid was dead. And then this woman, Nicki Minaj dug her up. She didn't have any compassion when she interviewed this girl. No. She used her as...
She's like, thank you, and hung up.
Yeah, she used her as a tool to attack Cardi. Mm-hmm. She had no compassion. You were talking to a woman about her dead baby being attacked. So I feel like, and this is how I felt then, but I didn't have a show or a platform to really talk about it. I felt that Nicki uses her show and her fans as weapons against anybody who disagrees with her. That said, that was my opinion. On Wednesday, Mark Jacobs and his fiance, Shar, who's a good friend of mine, invite me to their show. I show up, never sat front row at a major show.
I don't know how the hell you got... I was like, what in the goddamn...
Because I was at Mark's house a couple days before. with his fiance, who's a good friend of mine. And, they're getting married in April. So we were talking about the wedding and drinking champagne. That's before we went to a ratchet club, but that's another story. I'll save you. Anyway, so I'm sitting there. I get there. I'm seat 29. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm front row. Marc Jacobs. I mean, Christian Louboutin is in seat 32. Wow. 29, 31, 32. His sister's in 31. Wow. Lee's, my friend's in 30. So, like, we're talking to Christian Louboutin. Anna Wintour's there. It was just an amazing experience to really, like, soak up the experience of what Fashion Week really, and it really inspired me because if you think about it, Marc Jacobs was somebody who started from scratch, and then he introduced, Louis Vuitton was a bag line, and then he introduced men's and women's fashion to Louis Vuitton as their creative director, and look at how it's evolved now, and he's been an amazing, just inspiring artist. He's an artist. We're artists. We're all artists in different ways. We're artists in broadcast and journalism, and he's an artist in fashion. But anyway, to sit there and be talking to Christian Louboutin and the different people, it was really inspiring. So I look online and I see Nicki's wearing Marc Jacobs. So I go, fuck, she's coming. That day we had probably written 5 stories about her that were criticizing her because she had a lot going on. Her radio show was out of control. So of course we write about it. So my friend says, there she is. So I look, Nicki's standing at the front, at the top, getting together. They're taking pictures of her. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, one, this is not the time or place to talk about Cardi B at all. It's just not the time and place for me to interview her. I don't know her to reach over and say, hey, girl, how are you? It's just not the time or place. I'm a guest of Marc Jacobs and his fiance. We're sitting on the front row at a major fashion show with cameras and the world press across from us. It wasn't when she saw me, she gave me a really dirty look. It's fine. She would let me know she knew who I was. She sat with her back to me, which was fine. She had a big dress. I look at the seats were really tight, so she had to make some room. Whatever. Her back was to us. And then before she left, she gave me another dirty look. Now here's the deal: people wanted me to like wrestle her down in her Marc Jacobs dress.
How did you feel when she was looking at you like she wanted to suck your soul out?
No, she didn't. She wasn't like mad dogging me. She I don't think she was expecting me to be there. So when she walked up, she looked at me and she was just rolled her eyes like, fuck, whatever. But hey, maybe I'm interpreting it that way. It wasn't a look of, hi, how are you? If she would have said to me, you've been really fucked up online, I would have said, listen, I think that you've been doing a lot of shit that if you want to talk to me and build a relationship or tell your story, cool. But this is my opinion. My job is to tell you what the fuck I think, period, and report on the news. Right, I'm as much of a fan of pop culture as anybody listening, and I felt like, being in her presence. Of course, she's a big star. She's a superstar, but you can feel, I feel the desperation in her behavior. That's just been my opinion. So, to the fans who say, "Well, you were sitting two seats away from the queen and you didn't say shit," when you can get in the same room as me, then have that conversation. It's like being at Thanksgiving at your grandma's house. Sit at the kids' table and shut the fuck up. Let the adults sit at the adult table and deal with adult type shit. I've never seen so many fucking people who don't know people defend people. I don't want my fans to defend me for anything. I love when you do, but you don't have to defend me with these motherfuckers. Because when I have time, I respond myself. But Nicki Minaj, she looked great.
She smelled good too.
I didn't smell her because I was 2 seats away. I didn't get to hug her. But I don't hate Nicki Minaj. But I'm still going to have my opinion. I'm still going to be friends with Cardi. I'm not going to stop my relationship with anybody because everything I've learned, it passes, right? So like right now, it's Hollywood Unlocked is biased against Nicki Minaj. If Nicki's dumb enough to let her fans create this perception that we hate her and allows herself to be consumed with the thought that we don't like her, then that's up to that girl. Because I'm not going to kiss Nicki Minaj's ass. I ain't sucking nobody's pussy and sucking nobody's dick in this industry. I'm going to say what I want. Because what I learned a long time ago was that when you get true to your brand and you get true to the people that support you, that's when you flourish. That's when you win. Everybody listening that's tuning in, that's sharing this link, that's sending it to their friends, you're the people that I care about. You're the people that I read your comments. I listen to you. If you're objectively criticizing me, I listen. But I know how to tune the hate out because I have a job to do. And if Nicki ever wants to talk, we can talk. But what do you think? What do you think by what you see online?
People were just too consumed. I get it. It was trending that weekend. But, you know, a week later, people are still obsessed with this story. And I felt like, all right, guys, give it a break. There's so many other things going on. Two, the way people are, they just assume, and you can tell it's children. You guys is on Atlantic payroll. Jason Lee didn't say that shit to Nicki Minaj. I'm like, what adult is really saying this? So you're clearly a child. And you're so uneducated. You have no idea what really is going on behind the scenes, the people that really know these people. I was just over it. And I think, like I was saying, yeah, Cardi didn't handle it the best way, but I also took into account there's a 10-year age gap. You're still growing and evolving as an adult at the age of 25 years old.
She only been in the game for a year and a half.
Right, because when Nicki said the comment, oh, you just had the biggest blessing of your life and you're out here fighting, I get it. But girl, we all know, if you really from the streets, you know a million girls like that. They could have just dropped the baby. They'll even tell you, bitch, wait till I drop this seed because it's on site when I see you.
Can I give you some receipts real quick?
Okay.
You heard the song Drip?
Yeah.
Drip, drip.
Came through dripping. Drip, drip. Who's on that song?
Migos.
Yeah, Migos.
Guess who's on there first?
Offset.
It was Nicki?
Future.
Oh. I thought it was, my bad.
Who's touring with Nicki?
Future.
Guess why Future ain't on that song?
Because she told him he had to.
If he wanted to go on tour. Now let
Nicki.
somebody challenge me and I will drop that. Because I got the reference track.
I can't hear Future.
Hold
on there.
on. Whether you can hear him or not is not the point. The point is, Cardi has said you're hating behind the scenes. See, people hear and see what they see on the surface. This industry's so fucked up. People don't understand. There's people that get on the phone about me making phone calls. But guess what? I don't care. Right. Because I own my own platform. I can say whatever I want on my show,
so you
on
heard
my page.
You heard the track with Future.
Future was on the track.
With Migos.
For her to sit
with
there
Cardi. Migos jumped on because Future had to jump off.
And I think Future would have sounded good on that track. It's a good song. And for people to sit here and deny when it first started servicing, and you know they're now bringing up, you know, K Michelle said the same thing. This is years ago. Remy Ma said the same thing. Safari said the same thing. You know, and then when she's on the show, she just kind of bypasses it, like because you want to jump on the rumors that I get people. Why is it the same consistent rumors?
Ra Ali called me and said, you know, you're supposed to be unbiased. You're supposed to not weigh in and give your opinion. Like, you're supposed to be unbiased. But you hanging with Nicki, doing her dirt too. Now, I love Ra Ali. I don't care what anybody thinks about Ra or criticize Ra. I love Ra. Ra is one of the few people when I go to New York that I have dinner with every time. She's invited me to stay at her home. She's welcomed me to send cars. She's come and hosted my party. She's come and visited my party. Ra is a cool person. But I'm going to be critical of Ra too because friends can do that. She's been critical of me on her show, so I'm going to be critical of her. Stop letting Nicki use you as a lapdog. Nicki got homegirls from the hood that she used to hang with all the time. They're not around no more. You know why? Because everybody knows one thing about Ra. Ra will jump in some shit because she has no problem jumping in some shit. But I also understand being friends with mega celebrities, how it's easy to take on their beef. I have taken on some of Floyd's shit. But then there came a day where I woke up and said, I got to stop taking on everybody else's shit and focus on my own shit. Because God gave me my journey to get to where I want to go. And it ain't got nothing to do with this, and that. You could still be a loyal friend without feeling like you have to fight your friends' battles. You know, I had to tell my staff, stop responding to the fans on Instagram defending us and me and Hollywood Unlocked, because fuck what they talking about. Let them talk because as long as they talking, that's engagement, and that engagement goes up, we get more money. So fuck it. But I'm surprised at how much Ra's been involved with this beef. Because it ain't Nicki and her homegirls. Nicki ain't going to get her, Cardi and her homegirls. Cardi ain't, at the strip club, I guess there was that issue where that girl said she had threw some up or whatever, and she jumped across the bar and fought her. But I guess where I'm confused is, how can Nicki sit there and criticize Cardi for fighting her at Harper Bazaar when your own friend who was with you there did the same thing at Puffy House?
That's true. At the end of the day, if y'all gonna keep pulling receipts and facts on each other, then accept all the facts. Because it's like you can't sit here, it's the pot calling the kettle black.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B need to be put in a room together with the door locked.
With baby oil on.
Just them two. And let me say this to the fans. I'm sick of talking about these two. No, me and my team are sick and tired of talking about this beef. We want to talk about the music. We want to talk about fashion. We want to talk about the shit that should be important, not whether or not they're fighting or who's going to beat up who or whatever. As much as you guys hate us talking about it, we hate talking about it. But guess what? When two of the biggest female rappers get into a fist fight at Harper Bazaar, we have to talk about it.
How Cardi come out looking like a pumpkin patch kid? I need to know.
I'm not going to trivialize, and I'm not going to laugh at her having a bump on her head.
I want to know how it happened.
She's making fun of herself now.
Because you know what, though? But listen, back in the day, in the 90s, when Tupac and Biggie had that big old beef, and Nicki Minaj is the one thing she said that is real. People think it's funny until somebody ends up dead.
But bring this up. How the fact that these two are having physical altercations at Fashion Week, when till this day, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown have never let it get to that level. How can you call yourself a queen and you're not partaking in queen activity? You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't get off your throne. You on the throne, stay on the throne. Don't come down here to throw tomatoes with the peasants, allegedly, if that's what it is.
So we just gonna overlook the pumpkin patch?
I mean, what do you want me to say? What
was your like?
What do you think? Let's talk about it. I don't know. What the fuck?
A lot of people
I'm not.
know.
I just said. What do they want to know? You saw the girl with a bump on her head. What do you want to know?
It?
Well, I wasn't there.
Well, there's mixed reports all in the comments that it was security, that it was raw. So it's and TMZ, the cameras didn't catch that part. So when the cameras caught, you already see Cardi with the knot on the head. But the one thing that is obvious is that Nicki didn't put the knot on her head.
All right.
That's the bottom line.
That is the bottom line.
I don't give a fuck if your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man came in and kicked her in the fucking forehead. Nicki didn't do it.
Nicki did not do it.
Nicki stayed up against the wall and said, I'm not moving. Whatever she said. Listen, you got a girl who's right there in your face saying, bitch, let's run the fade right now. You've been talking about the girl in interviews all online. She's right there. Why not fight her right there? Why? Because white people are there? Because you need the white people? Cardi don't give a fuck about that. Cardi said, bitch, when I see you, it's on. And she saw her. Last time they were at the Met Gala, Cardi said Nicki approached her, trying to talk to her and all of that. She really wasn't feeling it, but she was like, whatever. Cardi said, I gave you 2 passes. The other time, I think they were in a hotel. Second time was at the Met Gala. The third time, she was like, bitch, I'm not going to do it anymore. And so to that, I think that both of them took an L for fighting at Harper Bazaar. Both of them took an L for all of that. So, but let's put that aside. Back to the question about the knot on her head. I don't know. I don't know how she got it. Our report says security gave it to her, but this is what I will say. Nicki didn't do it.
Nicki didn't do it.
Nicki didn't do it. And you know, you can't call yourself a real bitch and this and this and this and that or whatever. And let's be clear about this too. I would say the same shit I'm saying right now on God if Nicki was sitting right here. But Nicki will never, ever, ever come on this show. She will never do an interview with me ever. You know why? Because all these other radio personalities sucking her pussy to give her a platform where she don't have to answer hard questions, where she gets drilled with hard questions. Because they play the politics. Because she gonna get an interview to niggas who gonna give her a little bit of love and not gonna go all the way there. Put her in a room. Me, Charlamagne, and Joe Budden. Let's all talk to her.
Joe Budden already said he's tired of her shit.
Joe Budden will be here on Friday, and I can't wait till he gets here so we can talk about how we can work together.
Yeah, Joe Budden called out her, Eminem, and Kanye West.
I got one more thing to get off.
One more.
Pause.
This is it. I was at the gym today, and the guy was teaching me how to do squats. He talking about drop that ass. I said, don't ever talk to me like that again.
Wait, what did that come from?
I guarantee your trainer did not tell you that.
He told me that.
He said, drop that ass.
Drop that
ass. Fucking get the fuck out of here. So we all know we've been in challenging relationships here on the show. Gio, you've been very open about yours. I've been very open about mine. Melissa, she ain't here, but if she was here, she'd be very open about hers too. The great thing about one of our new sponsors, Talkspace, is that they are a online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. Remember, we had Jennifer Lewis here, and she was saying when she was in Cairo, she wanted to fuck that Egyptian, and she called up her therapist. Well, the great part about this company, Talkspace, is that they allow you to call up any of their 2,000 licensed therapists at any time from anywhere to get advice or to talk to them about whatever you're going through. And there's also a mobile app, which makes it more convenient. Look at this. Nowadays, you can just use technology to get your mind right.
So no excuse.
Don't got to get up and go and sit on somebody's couch. You can go right from your phone at home.
But think about it. You could be at the hookah bar, and somebody could take your hookah tip and put it in their mouth, and you're just a germaphobe to the point to where now you want to strangle them. But before you do that, you reach for your phone, and you hit Talkspace. And you
That
talk
was a
to
great
therapist.
example.
It happens.
Right, and to match with the perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/unlocked and use the code unlocked and get $45 off your first month and show your support for this show. All right, that's unlocked at Talkspace.com/unlocked.
And folks, remember that therapy isn't just about venting your innermost thoughts or digging into your childhood memories. It's also about practical everyday strategies to cope with things that are happening. And I think it's important that all of us that are living a stressful life, whether it's work, relationship, kids, just life in general, that you use this tool to manage your stress in a way that is effective so that way you can stay out of jail.
Yes.
That's right.
Because stress will lead you there.
That's true.
Therapy's normal.
Or underground.
Tell them where to go one more time.
Talkspace.com/unlocked.
All right, so Kehlani, I'm in the Dominican
Oh,
Republic.
God, yeah.
I'm in the Dominican
I don't know nothing
Republic.
about this, by the way.
I'm in the Dominican Republic on vacation. I wake up to tons of messages, texts, and all this tweets and stuff. Kehlani, I have evidence right here.
Oh, you printed the.
Yes, because I had to read this. She said, and I quote, Hollywood Unlocked, what a shit blog. They tried to pay my little brother, my real blood brother, to give them dirt on me. They found his social media. Don't know how. Y'all be out here tripping.
Damn, Kehlani, I fucking love you, girl.
I interviewed her. I thought she's such a sweetheart.
I fucking love
but
you.
That came so out of nowhere. I had already noticed when I made the story card. Okay.
Wait, you going
go
too
ahead,
far.
do-
Just let me lead it. I tell you I need time today.
Get your top.
I need time. Let me start by saying that
like somebody auntie.
I love Kehlani. I love her.
Kehlani.
I love her as an artist. I love her as a social activist. I love how vulnerable she's been in talking about
Yes.
depression, suicide,
Yes.
and drugs. I think she's talked about drug use,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
She's from Oakland. I'm from Stockton, both Northern California. Love this girl. I love the fact that she's been open about her sexuality. And I met her at the Slut Walk.
Yeah.
We talked it up, and she, everything's cool. So a few weeks ago, I was talking to Prince, and this is where I know Prince is gonna be mad. Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami, because I got to put all the receipts out. Fuck it. And him and Kehlani, they were talking for a little bit.
Fuck you, Prince.
And he told me, I said, hey, man, tell Kehlani I'd like to interview her because I really like her. He was like, okay, cool. So he hits me back and he's like, she's cool off of you. She's not really fucking with you like that. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, she's not fucking with you. Didn't tell me why. I was like, okay, whatever, fine. So never wrote a bad story about her. She posted something on her Instagram, which you guys didn't print that I asked you to print. She posted that fans were criticizing her, saying she looked like she had plastic surgery. You want to talk about that story?
Yeah, plastic surgery. Our writer, Alexis, wrote it up, and we just pride ourselves. And if you write for Hollywood Unlocked, we will make sure that you get represented on our social media. So it was towards the end of the day, I'm like, okay, let me get us up a story that Alexis wrote, and then I know will drive engagement, which was that story.
What was the story? Do you remember the
Kehlani
title?
shuts down. I want to pull it up right now. Kehlani responds to plastic surgery rumors. I look different because I'm healthy.
That was the title.
That's the title of the story.
Wait, this is why I need people in the radio land to listen to this one more time. Say it really slow. What was the title?
Kehlani responds to plastic surgery rumors. Quote, I look different because I'm healthy.
Okay, now read her tweet.
Okay, her exact tweet said.
Now wait, this is her tweet.
Her exact tweet.
She controls her Twitter fingers.
Yes.
Kehlani, this is what you wrote. What did she say?
Laughing my ass off. Y'all, I have never gotten facial surgery. Don't plan on it. I look different because I'm healthy. I'm well rested for once, not on the road. I removed all my piercings and pay a lot of attention to my skincare. Stress levels down. That's it. Suck me with the accusations.
So we wrote a story based on her tweet that said she looked great and she's getting rest, this, whatever. The next thing I know is that she gets that and she writes, Hollywood Unlocked, what a shit blog. They try to pay my little brother. Now, y'all know I work with tons of brands. Let me tell you how I build my relationships with people, because people out there want to know, how do you network? How do you do whatever? If I see, let's talk about Vito, my friend Vito, who I met just from events, whatever. I see that he is the right-hand man to Big Sean.
Oh, God.
Now, I don't know Big Sean. I know his management. I know Rock Nation. But I'm going to go to the closest relationship to the person if I don't have a direct connect to say, yo, put this in front of Big Sean. Let's make some money. Because as with a lot of people, I make a lot of money with different people on the side. I had some money for Kehlani. So she had posted a picture with her and her brother. She's not going to respond to me. So I hit her brother on Snapchat and said, hey, can you please connect me with your sister, give her my number, whatever. He hit me back and said, she said, call her manager. I called her manager. She ended up going and doing the deal. Fine, it all worked out. But to say that we reached out to your little brother, and by the way, her little brother's like in his 20s. It ain't like a 15-year-old, the way it sounds. That I reached out to her brother to get dirt on her. Let me tell you three.
How did that get
Let me tell you three rules. People know how to create trolls, man. If I go online and do what I do, I know how to make people go crazy. You've seen I've done videos that have gotten hundreds of thousands of views because I can talk crazy. 3 things we don't do at Hollywood Unlocked for people that have questions. 1, we do not talk about people's children. We just don't. We don't attack children. We don't out people. Do you know how many niggas is running around here in this industry getting fucked in the ass on a daily basis, sucking all types of dick that we don't write about? I saw one at Fashion Week. He thought he saw a ghost. Girl, wipe your mouth off. I see a nigga over there. Ain't nobody worried about you. But my point is that I don't do that. And 3, we don't pay for stories.
We damn sure don't pay for stories.
That's corny.
We had somebody reach out to us and say that she was a minor who fucked Tekashi 6ix9ine and wanted, how much you want? $50,000?
First she said $50,000, then she lowered it to $10,000, then she told me she'll give it to me for free.
We don't post.
Damn, you're trying to get this man in trouble, huh?
We don't buy
Stories.
stories.
Yes.
We just don't. TMZ does that. We don't do that.
I hope Kehlani sees this shit. I hope she sees this.
She'll see it. Here's the deal.
Love you.
Here's the deal. Kehlani, I still love you, girl.
I love that girl.
I'm not mad at you. I mean, I still have to talk to my attorney to see if I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, because now people are in our comments saying things, and I think overall, like as the managing editor, it bothers me when people throw labels on the entire brand to say that we're not credible, to say that we pay thousands of dollars to dig for dirt, and it's false. So that made me, I just didn't like it. That's one thing I really did not like, and I wish Kehlani would take that statement back because it's not true.
No. I'm going to talk to my attorney. You can't just say anything you want to say. See, we say things, and sometimes when we get the story wrong, people will hit us up with attorneys and say, fix it or else, and we fix it.
We fix it.
Because sometimes we don't get sometimes we get information that isn't true,
right?
But we rely on it to be true, or it's worded in a way that looks a certain way. And we're willing to fix shit, you know, and the law gives us 24 hours to fix, 48 hours to fix things that aren't true. But what you don't get to do is you don't get to go on a rant and say whatever the fuck you want because you have a platform. It's like if somebody said, well, she has freedom of speech. Well, let's be clear. You have freedom of speech, but you cannot walk on a plane and say bomb.
Not with accusations.
That was a good ass analogy.
You know, you cannot say whatever you can say whatever you want to say, but there are consequences when you slander or defame a person's brand and character. I don't know how many millions I may sue this girl for. I don't know. But here's the deal. Kehlani, I still love you. We're still going to cover you with love. We're still going to write stories about you. Her manager wanted me to take the story down. And then he kind of made like some little veiled threats like, you know, we don't want this to get on, you know, we want to keep this, you know, like business, you know, because we from the streets. And I said, let me tell you something, bro. We not going to go there. I said, we're not going to go there because now there are other people that can call you to have that conversation. And you don't want them calls. We're going to stay focused on, hey, we need you to delete it. No, I'm not deleting it. I said, but let me call my attorney because, so she deleted her tweet after I said I was going to sue her.
No, she didn't, because we still have it embedded.
She deleted it.
Oh, the one that's towards
the
you.
Hollywood Unlocked tweet.
Right.
She deleted that. She's a smart girl. But the damage is already done because now you got people thinking that the reason why I tried to buy dirt from your brother was because you're doing a song with Nicki Minaj. These people come up with crazy stuff. I don't care that much about any of these people. If we are not fucking or making money together, I am not thinking about you. Period.
I don't be thinking about it.
Girl, you got a song with Cardi and Nicki apparently.
Listen, there's no celebrity that I wake up and go, oh my God, I just love them so much. I mean, I love Beyonce, but God, I don't even go to that girl's Instagram like that.
Because she rarely posts, man.
She posts, but I don't care what, when Beyonce comes to LA this weekend, I may go see her on the run. That wasn't my favorite tour of hers, but whatever. I'm not thinking of girl. But anyway, Kehlani, we're going to deal with that. And we're going to resolve that hopefully. So that's it. And the only other thing I have is just the Dominican Republic. I had a great time. I went there for my second trip. I had a great time, and that's it. I'll just leave it at that.
This is your all-time world-breaking record of your weekend recap.
Well, because there's been 2 weeks of like, mind you, I have not said anything to any of the craziness online. Anytime Cardi does something, I get attacked. Anytime Nicki does something, I get attacked. I don't even be knowing what's happening. And here's the deal, people. Hollywood Unlocked is bigger than these two girls. They're not Hollywood Unlocked. They are a fraction of what we cover, but because they've had so much going on, we've had to cover a lot of it. Now, some would say, I'm a little biased, and let me address that because I do post a lot of negative stuff about Nicki. She's doing a lot of negative stuff.
Yeah, I just think she.
I mean,
we
we haven't posted her. The last thing was just the Jeffrey Owens thing where she hasn't sent the money to him after sending. Back to a point you made earlier, she literally sent the Barbs on her show and said, "Find who took this picture of him. I want to talk to them." You can't do that. Like, regardless, whoever took the picture. You're now sending a whole swarm of people to attack this one person.
Listen,
me.
My engagement's up. Attack me.
Nicki, baby, you just sound like you just need some good old fashioned D. You sound like you stressed, baby. You're going through a lot. When was the last time you had some good old fashioned D? Some good D.
Well, she was spotted with Lewis Hamilton.
Listen, stop. She was supporting his line with Tommy. Lewis, I know Lewis, he ain't fucking Nicki. Let's go back. Dick don't make you sane.
Shit.
Dick makes you crazy. No. Dick
kind of dick
makes you crazy.
If you crazy, it'll sane you out. If you sane, it'll make you crazy.
No.
Trust me, I done dealt with both of the bunches.
Okay, well, let's talk about more than your dick, because honestly, that's the other thing about this show. We got to elevate this show, people.
We went a long way without talking about dick.
Wait,
that's
listen.
a record, too.
Why? Because I can talk about the Dominican Republic. There was a lot of dick involved in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, my God.
But I'm not going there because I don't think anybody wants to hear about,
Typically.
This beautiful ass Dominican man. I'm not going to call him a boy. He was 24 years old. Is that a boy or a man?
That's a boy.
That's a
No,
man.
that is a man.
That's a man.
Anyway,
boy.
we don't need to talk about that. Because the one I thought was in love with me mad because I won't help him get no papers. And the other one,
Oh.
he's so goddamn beautiful. So I love the Dominican Republic, but I had to get the fuck out of there too because I felt like I was really starting to lose my mind again. All right, but no, I don't. I think that Nicki. I'm glad it's been quiet for the last week.
Yeah, I'm glad. And what I started liking in our comments were when people, because they talk about Nicki and Cardi in any post. We post anything, and they like Cardi that Cardi got unfollowed by Rihanna, which are all lies, by the way. But they're all in the comments. So there's other people that are like, can y'all just shut up about this Cardi and Nicki Minaj thing?
Yesterday, Lil' Kim had blue hair and Nicki had blue hair. I'm glad we didn't post who had it better. Because they would have went off on that.
They would have went off
But
on
here's
that.
the deal. We do that, though.
We're
we
media.
do that.
Come on, you guys, they engage with it. Like, you guys are just getting too sensitive when it's like, this has been our job before these two had they Fashion Week melee.
Okay, one thing about the Dominican Republic I would say, there's different shades of Dominicans, too. By the way, people think that I only like light-skinned boys because I do prefer light-skinned men.
They have dark,
but when I tell you, I saw the most beautiful, blackest black. This motherfucker was so black. He was blacker than you, Kelvin. He was so black.
Yeah.
Tommy from Martin.
He was Tommy from Martin was ugly and he's dead anyway. Let's not talk about it. He don't look like Tommy from Martin.
Yes,
he do. Yes, he does.
He does not look like Tommy from Martin.
Yes, he does. He looks like Tommy's son.
He does not look like Tommy from Martin.
Yes, he does.
The difference is he got a job, though.
Because he got glasses and because he's...
Take his hat, take
your hat off. Because he's dark-skinned with a bald head.
Tommy did not have a beard.
But Tommy sometimes had the little...
Okay, we're leaving Kelvin out the show. Kelvin don't look like no goddamn Tommy.
We're going to have to do a side by side.
Listen, I saw this fine-ass, beautiful black motherfucker.
Oh, God, Tracy.
Because he's right next to Haiti.
And so, I slid my WhatsApp number. I slid my WhatsApp number because, what I'm saying? I'm like, I get blamed for being a colorist. Let me go on and break the color lines.
Oh, God.
All this nigga wanted was a free beer. I'm like, damn. No matter where I'm at.
No, they want something.
But it was cool. I had a great time in Dominican Republic.
How was the females over there? I never been to the DR.
Gorgeous.
I was sitting in my hotel room, and there were first of all, money goes a long way in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, don't tell me. A number ass, huh? And gazoinkas?
When I say money, okay, what is a gazoinka?
I don't call titties.
Gio,
like big titties, I call them gazoinkas.
Gio, what is a gazoinka?
Gazoinkas is my way of calling titties.
So when you walk up to a girl on the street,
look at them goddamn gazoinkas.
You say that to her?
Yes.
You know what? That's why, what somebody did? Somebody sent me your nude photos too, by the way.
What?
You sending nude photos
God.
out. I forgot to tell you.
What?
The Barbs who were mad at me were like...
They sent Gio's...
your nude photos. They sent me like 6 or 7 of them.
That's crazy.
Full body and everything. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Gio, you be out here just
somebody probably hacking my shit.
No, but anyway, we'll get on you in a minute. Because I was going to post some on Hollywood Unlocked.
No, you post some shit, I swear to God, I'll sue the shit out this shit.
You can't sue me for it's not revenge porn. You can only sue for revenge porn. We ain't fucked. So.
I fucking line said you was stalking me and was in love with me.
Gio, let me be very clear.
Oh, God.
If you ever wake up in the midnight hour and have a thought of eating an Oreo or thinking that I'm looking for you in any type of way other than being at the show, You done smoked a good crack pipe.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Gio, you sending out pics
Fuck
like that?
you. Whatever bitch sent that shit, fuck you, bitch.
You don't even know.
No, we're not
Wait,
going.
what just happened?
Yeah, we're not. First of all, it was a nigga that sent them to me.
What?
Yeah, because
somebody done fucking catfish my ass.
No, they probably didn't get them from you directly.
Yeah,
they probably
exactly
just
not.
got them because they're online.
Are you sending stuff in DMs?
Oh no! If it's the same ones, that's them old ones from the Beyonce dancing days. Yeah, them been out. I don't give a fuck about them.
Well, I don't know. I honestly did not look at them long enough to decide what era of you it was. But I don't want to get nude photos. People, do not send me nude photos of Giovanni. There's nothing about Gio that I want to see.
And whoever did that shit, your mama ain't shit. You little whore.
And let me say this too. And you know I got niggas. You be seeing them. You be seeing me with them. Tell the viewers I don't got. Tell them they ain't good looking. Tell them. Tell them.
What?
Tell them the niggas you see. Tell them the niggas you see me with are good looking.
Why the fuck would I say that? I'm gonna just say this. You be with a lot of niggas.
To me that they were good looking.
They for you, they be like, you pulled
No,
that
not for
nigga?
me. No, stop stuttering, nigga. You've said to me before that I be pulling some fine niggas.
I swear to God, on a G, I ain't never said.
Well, you didn't say
some
fine. You
niggas.
said good looking.
Yeah.
Good looking.
Yeah, I mean, good for what I consider what would go for you. They good looking dudes.
What would go for me? I got money. What are you talking about?
Oh gosh,
money changes everything. This is why I be telling people. I be telling my friend Horace right there. You know, a model out of Philly. You stop chasing them. They are going to chase you. Once you got everything you got, they gonna be right there like a lapdog, just waiting for your next command.
Oh my.
Roll
gosh.
over.
Wow.
Play dead.
Wow.
I'm just playing.
I no hope so.
All right, well, listen, that's it. I only have one more thing about flying.
Oh, go ahead.
The things I hate when flying. This is what I hate, and I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion when you hear this, because I mean this from the deepest part of my soul. I fucking hate your screaming kids. I was on a flight to, I think, Australia, and this man was walking down the aisle with earplugs, handing them to passengers because his kid screams on flights. I thought that was so fucking respectful.
What happened?
This man had a bag of earplugs.
Oh, wow.
And he was walking down the aisle handing them to passengers because he knew his fucking badass little kid was going to be screaming. And guess what? I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, but I don't need him. Thank you. I was like, oh my God, give me some fucking NyQuil for this motherfucker, right? Because that's what the girls used to do back in the hood. They'd get a baby NyQuil so they'd go to sleep so they can fuck. Anyway,
They need to use that for the kids that have kids like that.
Like dangerous.
I'm not saying you should give your kids NyQuil to get some dick. I'm just saying I knew bitches that did it. Now let's move on.
He go cross his shit out.
You see him?
I hate rude ass flight employees. I had a woman talking to me. She could barely speak English. I don't know what race she was, and I'm not even gonna make this a racial issue. But if you can't understand what the fuck I'm saying because you don't speak English, don't get rude and get mad at me. Go get, what's that shit called where you buy it online?
Rosetta Stone.
Get Rosetta. Get that bitch out, Rosetta. Get Rosetta out the goddamn closet, bitch, and learn English. But that's not even that. I don't like people who go to work angry. Why are you at work angry? You chose to work here. If you don't want to work here, you can go to Walmart. There you can put boxes in the back of the truck, so you could go to UPS, or you could be a valet driver where all you have to say is, here, give me your keys. Here's your keys. That's it. But if you're going to be helping me get on a flight and I book first class, and because you fucked up, you put me coach, now you got to put me back first class. Don't be rude to me. This one woman was so rude. And then on the way back, they booked my flight, my last name first and my first name last. And so this nigga comes up, he got a little authority. He don't really speak English either.
Lee Jason.
He had to call and do a big investigation. Shout out to Saranis Jackson, who was also at the counter because his 6'9" ass was in the middle seat, way in the back, but they moved him to an aisle.
Oh, Lord.
The guy from Insecure.
You can't put his tall behind in the middle seat.
So while I'm talking to the guy, I said, listen, you don't know who I am. If you did, you would know that right about now, you would be getting cussed the fuck out. Put me on the flight. I have the boarding pass. You put me in I'm in two seats. One's the middle, one's the aisle. I want the aisle seat or window seat. Finally, he put me in there after counseling about safety and this and that. Anyway, rude ass flight employees. Service dogs.
Be careful with this one now.
No. No. This woman wanted to bump me out of my seat in 7A so she can sit there with her service dog because her service dog can't sit behind the engine.
No.
I said, ma'am, I don't know what kind of service your dog gives you, but he ain't getting that service tonight. Get your ass in the fuck back of the plane.
Yeah, I would have did the same thing. Bitch, bye.
Service dogs, and this little dog it had saliva coming out of its mouth.
No, come on.
I don't want to get on a plane with your damn dog foaming at the mouth and with all types of cum-looking spit coming out of its goddamn mouth. No, fuck that. If you need a service dog,
get a private jet.
take the train.
Yes.
Okay.
I just hate people that feel entitled to shit. Like, don't you
I
tell me
hate
what I gotta
people who, when the plane lands, we just landed. We have not even got to the gate yet. You're standing up out of your
Already?
fucking
That's
seat,
me. That's
rushing to get to the front of the plane that
That's
has
me.
not yet stopped
Yes.
yet.
And you still got to wait for first
I
class.
cussed so many Dominicans out when we landed in New Jersey. I said, get the fuck back there. I was rude to so many Dominicans and I didn't give a fuck. Because you know what?
surprised your ass ain't
Granny, where the fuck are you going?
Abuela.
Bitch, your bag is still in 19A. Why are you in 3B looking to get the fuck up? I can't stand when people and I'll tell you now, you know, we love Cole. Cole's our token white boy here at the show that you never see. If you want to see him on Instagram, his Instagram is right here. He's a thought. You can go check him out. Okay. White people have white privilege on the flight when the flight lands.
That's true as fuck,
They want
Cole.
to get the fuck off before you, and I look at them like, nigga, I will stab you with the Black Panther pin, bitch. I will Wakanda your fucking ass. I get so racially tense when I look at them too. Bitch, don't you get off that fucking seat. Because white people always want to get off the plane first. Where do you have to go? Where?
They gonna be like, what they gonna do
Where
about
you gotta
it?
go? Wait,
Nothing.
can we just establish that none of us can actually leave until the door opens and we leave aisle by aisle? I had a motherfucker last week. He was sitting 2 rows behind me. I was in the window. So the people next to me, they white, so they courteous. They sit down when it's time to get up to reserve your seat, your place in the aisle, but they waiting, and I'm standing up in the fucking corner by the window, hunched over, looking crazy. And I'm like, listen, can y'all get up before they rush? The guy rushes 2 rows back and gets it. I said, yo, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No disrespect. Get the fuck back. Because at this point, I'm irritated as fuck. And he got back because he knew it was going to go down.
Yeah, don't fuck with a crazy person.
You know what I hate about flying?
I got one more.
That's what's up.
Maldonado, the custom employee in Newark, New Jersey, you piece of shit, cocksucking bitch. You fucking went in my bag and were folding my Gucci shoes and my Balenciaga shoes. Bitch, those fucking shoes cost $1,000
Yo,
a
he
pair.
was creasing your joints?
He said he had to make sure I didn't have contraband. But he was doing it with a smile.
Because he's a hater.
No, niggas will hate on your high fashion.
Yeah, I hate.
Yo, he did it with a fucking smile, nigga. I lost my fucking mind. I had friends waiting for me outside of customs. When I tell you I was late because I was cussing them the fuck out, they had to call all the security, all the customs. I said, let me tell you something. You bitches can't do nothing to me because I can say what the fuck I want.
That's
I'm
right.
letting you search my shit, but the law doesn't say I can't tell you a bitch ass nigga for
Bending
folding my
my
Balenciaga
Balenciagas.
like that. The fuck?
I hate everybody at the airport. When I go, I have my guard up because I'm just ready to curse somebody out.
And one of the other guards goes, black guy. He goes, hey, bro. He knew who I was.
Right,
He was like, hey, bro. He don't know what Balenciaga is. I said,
doesn't.
look at the bitch. I can tell you don't know what the fuck it is.
So, well, listen, next time when you go to the airport, if you're going overseas, whatever, you could be like, yo, and somebody fucking translate, those are very expensive shoes. Don't fold my shit.
I told him that. Then that's when he bent it with a smile.
That's what I'm saying.
No, listen. You don't understand. He pulls all my shit out and he throws it on the counter. So I'm already mad because I didn't folded my shit neat. He lays my shoes out. Gucci, Balenciaga, fucking, what else was it? And Gucci. All these Gucci. And he goes to this shiny one that if you fold it, it will fucking put a crease in the shoe. He folds it and I go, hey. That shoe cost me $1,000. Can you please not do that? And he was like, what? I'm just checking for contraband. And he smiles and he does it again. Nigga, when I tell you I lost it, I thought I was going to jail. I called Lee and Sam. I said, just go ahead because I'm going to jail. I'm going to fucking jail. Anyway, Maldonado, you cocksucker.
Yo, man, yeah, fuck you, Maldonado.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
don't got shoes that expensive.
I'm getting
so I
global
won't give a
entry.
fuck.
I'm getting global entry because right now I have clear and I have TSA pre-check.
Yeah,
I got global
so you don't
entry.
have to deal with all that
You do
crap.
not have
I do it. Remember, I'm on 3 passports. I didn't.
But you're on parole. They don't give people probation
I'm
global
talking
entry.
about, I have it. I don't use it because I can't travel right now. And I'm not on parole. In Jesus' name, I
Probation.
rebuke that. I'm on probation.
That's because you ain't been to prison yet.
In Jesus' name, I rebuke that,
That's
bro.
right. Rebuke that, Gio.
You walk around calling women's titties gazonkas and talk about
first
your
off-
penis
first off,
like it's a snow cone
They
at a
call
goddamn ice park.
They call gazoingas. Those are titties. Big ass titties is gazoingas.
First of all, do not talk about my employees' breasts. Have a little more respect for women. I do. I respect them. I respect them staying across the fucking room. All right. Well, anyway, that's what I hate. So what do you hate about the airport?
What I was about to say, what I hate about flying is fucking flying. That's it. I hate flying. I'm terrified of the shit.
So I have this crazy thing when
What's up.
when I'm on the plane with Lee, who hates flying.
Oh.
He's terrified. I wake him up anytime we have turbulence because I tell him
Don't be fucking with that dude.
That's
if I die, I need to know that you're dying too.
Oh my God.
I can't be the only nigga knowing he's dying.
That's fucked up.
You know what's really fucked up? Before I took the flight, I made us all watch the movie Flight. Have you seen that?
No. Oh, with no, I didn't.
I saved
With
people's
Denzel?
lives on that plane. Okay, all right. I saved people's lives.
I love you, Denzel.
Thank you.
accent,
It
Gio.
loves you
It's
too.
So good.
And that's fucked up to watch Flight on a flight.
No. I watched Flight at my house with everybody that was getting on the plane.
Oh my
And then when the
God.
flight crashed, and the people were dying and flipping upside down, all this and that, Lee was traumatized. He was like, I can't believe you did this. And I'm like, bruh, this is how you force yourself. You have to be uncomfortable. Life is about being uncomfortable.
Well, Lee, I'm more mad you didn't stop watching it.
He watched the whole damn thing just to
No,
torture himself.
he went in my room and laid on the ground, but he listened to it all.
Oh, that's even worse.
I'm like, the plane is crashing. She died. God damn, they died.
You cannot fuck with me with that. I would never get on the plane with you, Jason. Ever.
You don't go where I go.
I'm on 3 passports, sir.
That's okay. All right. So, I think we've run out of time to get into anything other than what we talked about. Just to recap.
No, it was good.
We
You
love you,
needed
Nikki.
that.
I needed to.
You needed to address
not-
everything. We're
Yes.
going to call this episode Jason Addresses All You Bitches.
Jason's intervention.
No, there'd be no intervention. You know why? Because God's got me.
That's right.
God's got me. I don't go to church and that stuff as much. Shout out to the people that did go visit the Mary Mary's Church,
Right.
California Worship Center. It is. I'm gonna go this Sunday. It's an amazing church. It's great. But everybody knows I'm more spiritual than I am religious and going to church and all that. I mean, I believe in God. I love God. I won't sit at a table and let you tell me that God ain't real.
That's right.
Because I know where I come from. So when I say that all the hate that I've been getting, I needed this 1 hour to get that off because I don't want to talk about it no more.
Well, I got the next hour.
What do you have to talk about?
A lot of shit.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear it. So we recently did a campaign with Safari where we created some merch, and thankfully Stamps.com is something that we can rely on to get all of our packages out to our I don't want to say customers, let's say our supporters
Yeah.
in a timely fashion. What I love about them is that it saves you all the time that you would normally take going into a post office. You can literally do it from your own home. And so, do you want to tell people what they get at Stamps.com?
With Stamps.com, you can access all the amazing services like the post office right from your desk 24/7. All right, you buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter, any package using your own computer and printer, and the mail carrier picks it up at your place.
Folks, all you got to do is just click, print, and mail. It's just that simple. And what I love about it is we live in a world full of technology and convenience these days, and Stamps.com makes getting your packages awful lot easier. So here's what I recommend to all of you people out there listening about Stamps.com. Right now, if you use Unlocked for the special offer, it includes $55 for free postage, a digital scale, and a 4-week trial. So don't wait. Just go to Stamps.com. Before you do anything else, click on the radio microphone at the top of the homepage, type in Unlocked, that's Stamps.com, and then enter Unlocked.
And get your stuff out.
So last week it was getting towards the end of my shift on social, and I went to my page to go grab some stuff, and then I saw you was live. I was like, let me check this out. I sat there the whole time. Just
When I ranted,
yes,
I was in Fashion Week. I was in New York. I had a moment. Everybody listening has a friend or a person they consider a friend. I used to throw that word around so loose. This is my friend. 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 Even before TV, even before the show, even before Hollywood Unlocked, even before any of that, I already knew I was going to be great. I knew I was going to be great. I was going to be great as a labor leader because I loved helping people. I was going to be great as a probation officer because I was a kid that was on probation. I was going to be a kid. I was a probation officer, and I'm going to tell you something. For those 3 years, them niggas didn't really like me. But you're not supposed to like your probation
No.
officer.
I'm cool with my PO.
Fuck being cool. You know what's
Yeah,
cool?
you got to get them together.
My job is to make you not have a relationship with me. If you have a relationship with me, my nigga, you're not growing.
That nigga be like, yo, what's up with the club this weekend?
Yeah, well, those are people who have nothing but Pornhub at home. They ain't got friends.
I'm playing.
So I always knew I was going to be great because when I heard Kanye West say he was a king and everybody attacked him for that because you can't claim that you're a king without thinking that you have no ego. We all have an ego, but I'm not consumed with my ego. I know what I do is good. And I listen to the criticism and I pay attention to what people say, but I don't let that be the driving factor in my life. That day you caught me on that live, I had a friend let me down.
That's what it sounded like. But you were touching on some real shit. I need to take notes.
I went off on everything. Love and hip hop. Those girls that I thought were cool with me, maybe they are cool. Maybe they do like me. I like them too. Well, whatever. But the reason why we don't hang out now is because I'm not a threat to them in the show. Or maybe because, they're addicted to cocaine or whatever the fuck they got going on in their life. But I'm not harboring these people's secrets anymore. I'm not fuck all of that. I know who my friends are. Very few, very, very, very few friends. And when Drake said no new friends, I get that too. You know why? Because we all are trying to get somewhere, but people don't understand, like, we all have to have mutual value. And I've been betrayed before, but when I have somebody that I do respect let me down, that's when I go, wow, again. So that rant that you heard, that rant that day, that was I don't give a fuck. I said, this is the synopsis of it all. I'm gonna start being more of a savage. Because I really, really could be a savage. But the brand is what the brand is. The brand is not a savage brand. We don't go out there and attack people and do all that. We don't pull receipts all day long, whatever. If you say to me, if Nicki Minaj goes on her show and says, I never told Future not to be on that song, whatever, I will pull and put out and lay those receipts out like Aretha at her funeral. Laid out.
With the legs
dressed up real sweet, prop them feet up and eat all this shit. Yes, Patty Pie. I will fucking lay it out for you. Only when people say that ain't true. Remember I said Nicki Minaj changed her track on Motorsport after she heard Nicki's. No, it ain't true. It ain't. She went and did the whole thing. No. What we do? We put out the track. Here's the track. You did. So that's when people will say, oh, well, whatever. Challenge me if you want to, bitch. And then guess what? We having your funeral. Niggas is going to be there singing with violins and we just going to put you in the box and lay you like Aretha. All right. I don't like being let down.
My dad let me down.
But I've learned that there's power in just pulling back. There's power in pulling back. I saw a nigga last night that I wanted to punch in his fucking mouth. As soon as I walk in the club, he's the first nigga I said, God, you try me right now on Tuesday? But you know what I said to him? I just blocked him. I had blocked him earlier on Instagram. When I saw him, I just stared at him and walked right by him, and he was trying to talk to me. I didn't say nothing to him. But it felt so good that I didn't punch him in his fucking mouth. Right. But that would have gave him something to talk about.
Yeah, right. But I learned that I'm like taking that in because I'm speaking into existence too. I'm gonna do great things, but yeah, like I still have that button, and when you cross it, like instantly, that my Cardi B comes out, I'm ready to throw a shoe. I'm ready to say, "Bitch, come here." But I don't want to be at a certain level and still react that way.
Yeah, I almost got into an altercation the other day over some shit. And it was from my homies, not my homies, some people that I know. And niggas tried to press me and they want to fight. And I'm like, nigga, first of all, I'm too old to be fighting.
Oh, okay. Thank you for saying that.
Right.
Too old to be fighting.
Right.
You're 31, right?
I'm 32.
32. I'm 41. I'm too old to fight. Let me be very clear how I handle my problems when it comes to that. I got niggas that I will send to you.
Yeah, I got a lot of niggas on that.
I don't, and this is not even trying to be nobody. I ain't trying to be no. There are lawyers who handle legal stuff. There are niggas who handle nigga stuff. There are accountants who handle money stuff. I put it in this compartment. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still times where I do flash or something happens where it's just like, because I think the challenge is, and I think what Cardi's going through, I'm 41, she's only, 25?
Yeah.
20, something like that, is that it's really hard to be disrespected and walk away from it. It's really hard.
Yeah. A lot of these, especially me moving out here, like the disingenuine, fake ass shit to where we connected and then you're gonna unfollow me over some whack, irrelevant shit, and then I'm supposed to see you face to face.
But an unfollow can't make you mad.
No, there's something behind the unfollow.
Hold on.
People
wait.
I don't want to say no name.
Wait. Our president is a dick squad. Just a dick. Just a fucking orange Cheeto dick.
Orange dick.
We have bigger issues. If you unfollow me, I only follow 11 people. And it's not because I don't want to follow other people. People now say, oh, you unfollow Melissa Ford because she got in a car crash because the Illuminati didn't kill her. Oh, come on, God.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
What the weirdest
I
thing?
only follow 11 people because I can only consume 11 people's shit.
That's a good point.
Oh, well, Hollywood Unlocked too. Yeah, it's a lot. I be wanting to unfollow people. I be wanting to not check back into my personal page.
But, you know, there's a lot of people a lot of celebrities that follow me but don't come on my show. I'm not gonna follow you back. I'm gonna use my discretion wisely in how I use my platform to support you because you haven't supported me. But again, this whole hour has been about setting the record straight on a couple things. We typically don't spend this much time on it. This wasn't to defend myself because I don't feel like I need to defend myself. It's the fans were saying, why you didn't say something to Nicki? Why she didn't say something to me? Who cares? We didn't speak. She sat 2 seats over. It was a beautiful show. I got Christian Louboutin's number now. That's the homie.
Hey, come see now the moral of the story.
Focus on your
business. You came
business.
out of this with a gift, and that's a big jewel.
I left Fashion Week with tons of new phone numbers and
Right.
relationships that I now have to develop. I came back with a clearer mind. I went to Dominican Republic to meet a billionaire who wants to invest in the festival. I came back here focused more than ever, and I'm going to continue. You know, I have one life, and I have the story behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I can see the finale of looking back over my life and say, damn, this nigga done came all through this to here. So I got to stay focused on my journey. And I'm not going to let any detractors take me away from that, friends or foes, right? Like there's friends who let me down last week. That's where that rant came from. But what I realized in that moment was God is going to put every step in front of you to help you get to where you got to go. But more importantly, you got to keep running yourself. Like even if the step don't come, like, oh, damn, that step didn't come. Guess what? You got to hop over that step and keep stepping. You got to keep going because those obstacles are the things too to show you that either you have the strength to keep persevering or you don't. And the people that win are the people that don't give up. I don't give a fuck if it takes 10 years, 5 years, 18. Kevin Hart, I say him all the time, it was 18 years as a comedian before he popped. Oprah Winfrey was 35 when she started her talk show. Morgan Freeman was like 92 when he got his first movie role, you know?
Yo, that was genius.
But I'm saying like, you know, the bottom line is everybody that has a dream can make it if they just keep going. But you know, it's the little shit that be getting in the way. The friends, the homies, the money, the girls, the guys, whatever it is. Man, I'm so uninterested. So this whole hour really was about
hour and 50 minutes, you mean?
setting the record straight about the Kehlani shit, being very clear. And I'm not holding no grudges for, like I said, we'll deal with that legally. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, I hope they make up somehow or at least squash it and move on. Cardi has a long career ahead of her, and Nicki needs to figure out how to get hers back on track. And that's it. I have nothing else to say about that.
All right. Well, you heard it there, guys. Thank you for watching Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. We'll see you next time.
No, well, I don't like the way you ended that. Peace.